Uganda national anthem and the East African anthem. Do please take your seats, ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, Your Excellency Jessica Lupo, our Honorable Minister of ICT and National Guidance, the Honorable Kabyanga, our regulator, the Uganda Communications Commission, here representing our Director General and the Executive Director, Fred Otunu. We want to thank you for joining us. The MD of the only national broadcaster in the Republic of Uganda, Winston Agaba, our host, Broadcast Media Africa, Pius Benjamin, our partners who are here in this room, broadcasters, the technical teams that continue to support the broadcasting industry, our international media partners who are here in the room, the National Association of Broadcasters present here in the room, and all of you members of the Fourth Estate and the friends of the media. We want to thank you for joining us for this Broadcasting and Digital Media Convention, East Africa Chapter 2025. I want to request that we warmly receive our chief guest, Our Excellency the Vice President. Can we appreciate her for joining us? Your Excellency, in this room we have CEOs of various national broadcasters, media partners, including regulators in the region who are here to join us for this convention. Also here in the room are our key partners who ensure that we have the state-of-the-art technology and content for our platforms, and we want to appreciate them for joining us. And also with us, your very own National Association of Broadcasters, members of the Association of the Media Organizations here in the Republic of Uganda, and all our visiting partners. We want to thank you, and I know Pius will mention his sponsors. We also want to appreciate all of you for joining us. Your Excellency, this is an honor for us as UBC and the UCC hosting this convention. It is the very first time UCC and UBC are hosting this convention here in Uganda. It's the very second convention in the region because Rwanda did host the first one before us. So we want to welcome all the stakeholders who are in the room, and we really are honored, Your Excellency, for joining us this morning. I now want to take the pleasure of inviting the CEO of Broadcast Media Africa to come and make his welcome remarks. Can we warmly welcome Pius Benjamin?
Thank you very much, Maurice. Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, I salute you, ma'am. And if you allowed me, ma'am, I would like to rest on the protocols that my friend Maurice have espoused. My name is Benjamin Pius. For those of you that have not met me, I'm the Chief Executive Officer for Broadcast Media Africa, and Your Excellency, we are the co-convener with UBC of this convention. Your Excellency, I have a story to tell, if you permit me, ma'am. 20 weeks ago, a gentleman called Maurice called me. The gentleman that just left here, he called me up and he said, Benjamin, can you come to Uganda? I said, Maurice, what for? He said, you know, you do this conferences and conventions across Africa. Why haven't you been to Uganda? I said, Maurice, Maurice, I have a question for you. Why should we come to Uganda? I said, my friend, because it's the pearl of Africa. And here we are today. Maurice Mushiga, please, can we appreciate him? Your Excellency, Maurice didn't do that alone. He did that because my chief, the managing director of Ugandan Broadcasting Corporation, saw the vision and approved the vision. So we are here because, sir, I want to thank you as well for making sure that this becomes a reality. Because when Maurice comes and you said, no, we are not going to do it, it's not going to happen. So thank you very much, UBC, for making us being here today. Can we please appreciate UBC? Continuing my story, Your Excellency, if you permit me. Maurice said, Benjamin, if we are going to do this right, we are going to do it the Ugandan way. Before now, a few months ago, we were in Swakopmund, Namibia. And I can tell you they did it the Namibia way, which was awesome. But I've been here 2 days now. I've now seen what Maurice meant by the Ugandan way. The hospitality is awesome. I appreciate it. And he said, the one thing I want to do is bring together our key stakeholders, and one of them, the key principal partner for this event, will be the Ugandan Communications Commission. Your Excellency, I want the audience to give a special thanks to Ugandan Communications Commission because of them we are sitting here today. Your Excellency, we're here to discuss artificial intelligence within the broadcasting and media sector. There is a point, Your Excellency, when people turn on their TV or look at videos on their mobile phones, and there is a point where they are watching something that did not happen. There is a point when media is being put to audiences through AI for incidents that did not happen. That is the bad of AI. We in media, Your Excellency, we have this position where we're able to influence the minds of a lot of people. That is the power of the media. But if AI is allowed to take control, and we are not able to deal with it properly, to take the advantage of AI and leave behind the disadvantages that AI presents, then we are not doing our job properly. That is why we are here over the next 2 days. We will be looking at how, as media people, we can take advantage of artificial intelligence in our work, whilst leaving the real bad things that artificial intelligence, or called AI, can do. And I hope in the next 2 days we are able to achieve that. That is why I am deeply, deeply honored that, Your Excellency, you make time to come and honor us with your presence. It shows the commitment that your government have for broadcasting and for media in general in this country. So I know we've had a lot of appreciations for Our Excellency, but one more time, ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of my company, can we please give the Excellency, Our Excellency, another round of appreciation for just being here today. I know my time is running, and finally, I cannot, and I must not, leave this podium without appreciating our partners. Maurice did not mention their name. He's left that to me. And I have the honor, Your Excellency, of presenting to you both the local and international partners that have made this gathering possible today. Apart from UBC and UCC, we also have locally MultiChoice. I think they are here in the room. They are one of our partners. And I'm based in England, Your Excellency, although I'm from the west of Africa, specifically Nigeria. Working from England, we have international partners that are coming to support us. And if you permit me, I will mention their name. I know SES is in the room. I hope, not because I mentioned SES, the thing switched off. Well, SES is the illumination, and SES is a company that has always supported Africa broadcast media Can we please appreciate SES, ladies and gentlemen? Your Excellency, further to that, I have my colleagues from Russia. They are with the Russian radio, Sputnik. And I understand, Your Excellency, that they would at some point like to have a word with you. I hope you are able to grant them audience. So I have Sputnik, I have Babulai, I have France 24, then I have Lawo. All these guys, I welcome you and I thank you. Finally, colleagues, in the next couple of days, we will do good work to make sure that after the next 2 days, when I ask you, ladies and gentlemen, has this been worthwhile? You guys will say, yes, Benjamin, it has been worthwhile. My name is Benjamin Pius. If you need anything, I'm here with my team. And with our colleagues from UBC, our co-convener, we should make the next 2 days an enjoyable one for you. Your Excellency, I thank you very much. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. God bless you.
Well, thank you so much, Mr. Benjamin Pius, CEO Publisher, BMA. First of all, allow me to introduce myself. My name is Jethro Kasaiji. I work with UBC and I also host the mighty show, The Front Bench, that airs every Monday, 8:30 on the public broadcaster, which features permanent secretaries and honorable ministers and also other leaders that matter a lot when it comes to issues shaping our nation. My role today is very simple. Allow me invite the Managing Director of Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, UBC, Mr. Winston Agaba. You're most welcome, sir.
Thank you, Jethro. Our chief guest, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, distinguished guests, our partners, fellow media practitioners, you are all very welcome and a very good morning to you all. Your Excellency, allow me to thank you in a very special way for you making the time to be here. We know that your schedule has been quite hectic. Last evening you were out in the constituency, about 300, 400 kilometers out of here, but you're here with us this morning. We do take pride in knowing that you are giving this convention the seriousness that it deserves. As Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, we want to welcome you all, distinguished guests, to the Pearl of Africa. Like Pius has said, we have, I think, underestimated what the Pearl of Africa stands for, and as the national broadcaster, we would want to be at the forefront of making sure that as media, we amplify this. Before the Vice President came in, we were just having a chit-chat with the State Minister and talking about how other countries are faring when you look at tourism. A case in point, Spain. Spain has more tourists than the locals in the country. How can we leverage this as a country? How can we leverage this as East Africa? And as we talk about AI, we as the national broadcaster look at it from a point of view of all partners coming together to make this happen. From the satellite providers to the academia, to all media practitioners, how do we hone into that makes us unique as a country, as a region, as Africa? We believe that as broadcasters, we are mandated by the people to not only have news that is taking center stage, or people saying we are breaking news. Breaking news. What breaking news is there in the fields of agriculture with artificial intelligence? What breaking news is there in the fields of medicine? And it is us who have the microphones, who have the cameras that can bring this to the ordinary people and break it down in simplistic manners. AI is not here to take over the human interface. AI, we believe, if we amplify it well and make it understandable to the minutest detail of saying we can use it for the betterment. Pius did talk about how many things are happening in the media, and because of AI tools, they make you believe what is false. And as responsible citizens of this universe, I think the onus is on us. How do we use AI, especially the national broadcasters, to make sure that AI is used to not only show what science can do, but also to make sure that the negative forces that try to make believe what is false do not get ground or traction in that area. As I did mention about the beauty of this country, I hope that our guests, you'll be able to leverage on the time you have here. Do not just jump out of this conference onto the next plane out. Please visit. Make sure you can visit our countryside. We have the best national parks in the world. And this has been proven by TripAdvisor and all these other tools that, that monitor this. So please enjoy our cultural diversity, enjoy the cuisines that we have around. Do not just go for the fast foods. We have cuisines that are very healthy and cuisines that are medicinal, if I might put it that way. But we believe that even with AI, as media practitioners, how do we bring all this that we're talking about for people to appreciate that, yes, when you talk about the fresh juices that we can have, what are the benefits we can get out of them? So much. But I wouldn't want to dwell so much on that. But to thank the conveners of this event here in Uganda, being the first of its kind. It's the first, and we believe not the last. And we would request Pius, we engage further to make sure that all the partners can be brought under the same roof. We know that we are partnering with several other people, France 24, BBC, and so many others. We want to look at how we can revive the history that builds the social fabric of Africa and of East Africa and of Uganda. We know that there are so many archives learning in several other countries. How do we get together and bring these archives to life using AI tools and others for the future generation and the current generation to know where we are coming from, where we are heading to, and what the future lies for us as a nation. I would invite all of us to engage, and I know we are going to have wonderful speakers taking us through the journey with my friend Professor Muganga. We are really excited to hear from you and to learn from each other. It's a learning process. It never ends here. It is just continuous improvement. Thank you so much and enjoy your time here. God bless us all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, MD, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation. Ladies and gentlemen, those who have this book with you, you can kindly check for this page. You can scan to view the event program so that you can easily follow the proceeding. At this juncture, allow me welcome the Acting Executive Director of Uganda Communications Commission, Mr. Fred Otuno. You're most welcome, sir.
Your Excellency, the Vice President of the Republic of Uganda, the Minister of State responsible for national guidance, Honorable Kabyanga, the Managing Director, the UBC, our partner, Pius Benjamin, ladies and gentlemen, in your respective capacities. It is both an honor and privilege to welcome you all to this broadcast and Digital Media Convention here in Kampala. On behalf of Uganda Communications Commission, the regulator, I extend to you all a warm welcome to all our local and international delegates, radio, TV presenters, policymakers, innovators, content creators, and technology developers. Your Excellency, before I proceed, I just wish to take this opportunity to extend to you warm felicitations from the global ICT fraternity. Whenever we meet in such engagements, they ask me to come and send you greetings, because they recall with fondness at the Global Symposium of Regulators, where you did preside as our chief guest last year in July. Let me take this opportunity to express our heartfelt appreciation to our co-hosts, the UBC, and other partners, Broadcast Media Africa, for the excellent collaboration that has made this important day possible. Your commitment to the development of broadcasting and digital media in our country and the region is indeed commendable. The theme for the event, which is driving excellence in digital media services, delivery in the age of IA, could not have come at a better time than now. Today we find ourselves at the heart of a digital revolution that is fundamentally altering and reshaping the global media landscape. The beauty about this audience, Your Excellency, is I'm speaking to the converted. I have read through the dossier, scanned through the list of participants, and they possess incredible knowledge and experience in the media landscape. So what I'm saying is just to add on to what you obviously know. The rise of the internet, converged media platforms, and the emergence of artificial intelligence are some of the developments redefining how we produce, distribute, and consume content. Earlier on, Pius did allude to some of the changes that have happened in this landscape. In the past, when we were growing up, my brother Winston may attest to this, broadcasting narrowly meant radio and television received through radio and TV devices in our homes or public places. Today, those boundaries have disappeared. The same content can appear simultaneously across radio, TV, mobile apps, streaming platforms, and social media. The same content can appear in text, audio, and visual formats. Therefore, the lines between producers and consumers of media content have also blurred, with consumers joining in the production of content. We have consumers now also as content producers, as you all know. What does that mean to the regulator, Uganda Communications Commission? To us, the shift in the media structure is both a challenge and an opportunity. It challenges us as a regulator to remain agile, to continuously build capacity, and to develop our frameworks to protect consumers, promote innovation, and ensure media diversity in this digital space. But it also presents immense opportunities to reimagine our broadcasting sector as a cornerstone of digital inclusion and socio-economic transformation. That is why we are proud as the UCC to co-host this broadcast and media convention. I recall when, Your Excellency, when UBC did approach us on the possibility of co-hosting this event, we gladly, without hesitation, accepted to be a partner because of the value we know that will come out of this engagement. Knowing very well that it was falling towards the end of the financial year, and that sometimes poses the challenge of having resources exhausted. But nonetheless, we said we should host this so that our people can benefit from this discourse. Distinguished participants, whereas there is no denying that technology is important, a country's greatest asset lies with its peoples. Therefore, Uganda's greatest asset is its youthful population. Our young people are poised to lead this digital journey towards their own prosperity and that of our country. They have great stories to tell, and the talent to tell them is compelling ways are many. What they need are the platforms and opportunities to share those stories, not only in Uganda, but within Africa and the world. That is why at the Commission, the Commission has consistently promoted local content on our airwaves, which is also in line with the government policy or program of Buy Uganda, Build Uganda agenda. Broadcasting can and must play a central role in the development and nurturing of local talent, promotion of local cultures and heritage. Pius, you haven't seen yet much. There is a lot that you will find out while you're in Kampala or Uganda at large. Diversity of cultures and so forth. When I say Pius, it's not only addressed to Benjamin, but all of you, our international guests, who will have time to share in our culture. Ultimately, contributing to the sustainable media ecosystem. Your Excellency, at the Commission in promoting local content, we will be holding a Uganda Film Festival coming up on the 6th of June. This film festival has been a long process of tapping talent and training our people, especially our youngsters, in various areas of the digital media. And we warmly extend our invitation to all those that will be available during that time. As I conclude, let me say something about artificial intelligence. AI has increasingly become embedded in media production and editorial decision-making. You are better experts in feeling and knowing and using this medium than myself. It is here to stay, just like my brother Winston said, and we must embrace it. We cannot avoid it. But we must approach it with a commitment to ethical governance, inclusive innovation, and digital skills development. At the Commission, we are committed to working towards responsible and ethical use of AI. In that regard, we constituted a task force, AI task force, which provides advisories to the Commission so as to have informed regulatory interventions in this space. The Honorable Minister here will tell you about the National Task Force, AI National Task Force, which is also in the offing. Lastly, as we gather here over the next 2 days, I encourage you all to share ideas, form new partnerships, and explore practical strategies that will shape the future of broadcasting and digital transformation in our region. Let us be bold in our thinking and united in our vision for a digitally empowered region. I look forward to insightful dialogue and strategic collaborations at the gathering of Africa's broadcasting luminaries like yourself. Together, let us build a future where media excellence is the norm, local content thrives, and technology serves humanity. I wish you all a fruitful deliberation. God bless you all.
Can we appreciate the UCC even more? Thank you, Fred. Asante sana, Fred. We want to appreciate you. And Your Excellency, this would really have not been possible without our big brother, the UCC. As you know, in the sector, he's the one with the money. For us, we are cutting the budget, right? But before I say anything, Your Excellency, allow me to recognize our key stakeholders who are here. My brother Dennis Katunji from the Uganda Media Center, as a member of the family, we want to appreciate you. And Masera Kareche here from the GCIC, these are part of our government communication agenda. And more specifically, Your Excellency, I want to recognize someone who will be our keynote speaker today. He will make his presentation a short while later. The Vice Chancellor of Victoria University, Dr. Lawrence Muganga. We want to appreciate you. Can we warmly appreciate Doctor and his team? Your Excellency, have been changing the way the education sector runs, and we want to appreciate him and his team for joining us today. Your Excellency, this would not have been possible without the Ministry of ICT. So I want to take the singular honor of inviting our Minister to come and make his remarks, and thereafter invite you to address us. So we are told you have a very busy agenda. We don't want to keep you here too long. So you're most welcome, the Honorable Kabyanga. Ladies and gentlemen, can we welcome the Honorable Minister?
Thank you very much, Maurice. Let's give another round of applause to welcome the Vice President. Your Excellency, the Vice President, the Director, Legal Services, representing the ED of UCC, my own MD of UBC. I recognize all people who are here. I stand on the protocol already observed so that I don't mess it up. My name's Kabyanga Godfrey Baruku. I'm State Minister for Information, Communication Technology and National Guidance, in charge of National Guidance. Your Excellency, I warmly welcome you to this very, very important convention. And I would also like to convey apologies from my senior minister, the Honorable Dr. Chris Variomusi MP, who would have been here personally to receive you, but is not feeling well. And he told me to convey his apologies. But I'm here to welcome you. So please feel at home. Your Excellency, I am really very, very grateful that you came to bless this convention. Very important convention of broadcast and digital media. If you look at the room, most of the people who are there are new curriculum. All of them, if you look at the age, most of them are new curriculum. And most of them are born after computer. some of us are born before computer. And these people you see here, some of them are even products of UPE. So for them, a computer is the most important gadget. I'm very happy that UBC, in conjunction with UCC and Benjamin, who is the main convener, brought together all these specialized people to discuss this important topic of digital media alongside AI, the impact of AI on digital media. Yes, Your Excellency, the broadcast platform is changing and changing very fast. During my time and yours, there was one TV station. It always opened at 6 p.m. and closed at midnight. UBC, Uganda Television. Right now, Your Excellency, we have more than 40 TV stations, and they broadcast 24/7. Your Excellency, during your time and mine, there was one radio station, Radio Uganda, and it also used to broadcast, I think, from around midday to midnight. Now we have around 360 radio stations which broadcast 24/7. During our time, Your Excellency, whenever you do take over government, you would just go to Radio Uganda and announce, and that would be all. The president would run away. But now, it's no longer that. And now, right now, this generation now, there is now digital media. People, actually the news on TV and radios is old news. News now is on social media. Even as we are talking now, people are getting the news immediately. So by the time UBC, NBS broadcast, probably at 1, people already know the news. So the media platform, the media situation has totally changed. And that's why now we have things like misinformation and disinformation. But all this has been able to happen because of the good leadership of President Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. Let us clap for him. Some of you might be clapping for him for the first time, but at least he deserves a what? A clap. Because he liberalized the economy and therefore allowed so many players to come in the media business and broadcasting business. And that's why most of you are here, and that's why most of you are making a lot of money. But he also brought in freedom of speech and freedom of doing so many things. And that's why we are using all platforms the way we want, because we think, and that's what it is, there is freedom of speech. But I think as you congregate here, you should know that freedom of speech can also harm other people. And therefore, as you congregate here, you should also think about what you speak, what you broadcast, and what you send on social media. But we as a country, we have given the citizens freedom to express themselves. But we also want to ensure that whatever you express doesn't harm other people. And when you are here, you should closely look at that. Your Excellency, we have a regulator, UCC. We also have another regulator, the Uganda Media Council. We are trying to regulate as much as possible. But we also need partners to regulate themselves, because we can't be everywhere. And we don't want to be a big problem on you. You are all mature people. Try to regulate yourselves before we come there. Sometimes when we come in with a heavy hand, and it can easily harm your business. So I've come here to appeal to you, media practitioners, that please, before we regulate you, you should also regulate yourselves. And for us as government, we are trying to see how we can develop infrastructure. First of all, we have put in place a good business environment. And that's why people are coming in to invest in the media sector. But we are also trying to ensure we improve the infrastructure, working with other service providers. We have now started, Your Excellency, expanding the national backbone of internet, and you gave us money recently through Exim Bank, and then another project under the World Bank, the Universal Digital Access. And we are trying to see how the whole country can be covered. And working with the other service providers, we have also put conditions. For instance, for us to renew your license, if you're a telecom provider, you must have served 90% of the country. And that is a condition. The 10%, as Minister of ICT, we shall also cover. And we are working closely with the UCC and NITAU to see that we cover the 10%. But all that is because we want to ensure the infrastructure, the digital infrastructure, is covering the whole country, so that people can access these services. And therefore, the media, which is now digitally run, can also reach everybody. It's good you are coming here to discuss AI. Everybody is now talking about AI. Some are scared. Some of the issues talked about AI are exaggerated. Some of the people think AI came yesterday. But AI has been here for a very long time. It's only that now it is the in thing. But Your Excellency, AI is a very, very good thing. It's just like an axe. It can be used to chop meat and you eat it. But an axe can also be used to murder someone. That's how AI is. Very good thing. But it can be used to develop the country. Because most of the countries which are now developing very fast, they have adopted AI very fast. But it can also be used to murder the whole nation, and you go into shambles. Fred here was telling us, when we were still waiting for you, Your Excellency, that he lost his phone in Saudi Arabia. He left it in a taxi. But after 3 days, and he bought another one. But 3 days after, he traced it and rang. And the taxi driver picked the phone. And he said, I have a phone, I have that phone here, but it belongs to a black man. But I can't trace that black man again. He said, I'm the one, but I'm at the airport. And this taxi driver drove up to the airport and handed over the phone. It's Saudi Arabia. But why was that? Saudi Arabia, there are no thieves. And why are there no thieves? AI. Because even if you leave your phone here in this room, you will find it there. If anybody picks it, they will trace that person using AI. Because cameras are there. and they will trace that person and get him or her. And if they get you, and you have not reported that phone to police, it's a very serious offense. You can be executed. And that's how you can't get any thief in Saudi Arabia, because of AI. They can trace you anywhere. In most of these countries, you can't even see police patrolling the streets. It's not that policemen are not there. The policemen now are in monitoring rooms, digital rooms, tracking who is causing chaos along the street, who is pickpocketing, and they will trace you. So AI is something very, very good. As a country, we welcome AI. But we are now looking at a way of how we can regulate it. And we have put in place an AI task force which will guide us on what we can do to manage the development of AI so that it doesn't cause us more problems. So we shall work with all stakeholders. There are so many people who think we shouldn't go into regulation now, but we are saying something cannot just sprang up and spread haphazardly. There must be a system how it should expand. And I hope when you are here, you are going to discuss all that, because UCC is on the team of the AI task force and UBC. So whatever you discuss here, we are going to put it together and see where to begin. AI is very dangerous. Benjamin has told you, someone can even alter what I have said. Someone can even pick this voice, which and put there other words, and say the minister said this when I didn't say anything, and you all know. So all those are things we have to be very careful about. But as a country, we are going to support anybody who comes in to develop anything to do with AI. We are not scared of AI. But what we are saying, we are trying to see as much as possible to regulate it. And I'm very optimistic that by the time you leave here, you will have given several recommendations. Your Excellency, as I wind up, I'd also like to ask you, Your Excellency, that this Uganda Broadcasting Corporation is the national broadcaster. It can operate like BBC. It can operate like CNN. It can operate like Al Jazeera. But the problem is funding, Your Excellency. Your Excellency, this national broadcaster can compete with any broadcaster in the world, so long as it is funded and comes up and digitizes the whole system. And we buy modern equipment. Your Excellency, we can do all that. So the President has consistently directed that you give us money to develop this national broadcaster. And I know you chair cabinet. So please, can you put your foot and stamp so that we get the money which we are supposed to get, so that we can improve UBC. Otherwise, some of the operations of UBC are still analog, and therefore it becomes very, very complicated to compete. But otherwise, if you give us the funding and we digitize our system, we shall be able to bring services to the people. And now that we are going for campaigns, Your Excellency, give us the money, because we are the only people who can deliver the information there and then, government information. Others deliver what people want to hear, and therefore some of the people want to hear lies, but UBC delivers the truth, and as it was spoken. You have seen PDM, we are the only broadcaster who are serializing the President's word to us, and you are the chairman or the chairperson of the task force handling the tours. So that is my last appeal, Your Excellency. And having said that, I would like to take this singular honor and pleasure to invite you to address these people because they are interested in your message. Your Excellency, I invite you to address the congregation.
Thank you, Honorable Minister, the Minister of State for National ICT and National Guidance, the Executive Director, UCC, the Managing Director, UBC, Winston Agaba, the Head of Africa Media Convention, the representatives from Russia TV, France 24, BBC, President, National Association of Broadcasters, and all dignitaries and invited guests present, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning. I welcome all of you to Africa, to East Africa, and to the Pearl of Africa. As you can recognize, the denominator there is Africa. And I can add that the emphasis on artificial intelligence and its advantages should be tailored to suit sub-Saharan Africa. So we are dealing with Africa, East Africa, Pearl of Africa, sub-Saharan Africa. And Africa becomes our denominator. For those of you friends who come from outside Africa, we welcome you very sincerely to Africa, and we treat you as our own brothers and sisters. I have a short message which I'm going to present to you. As Maurice Mugisha said, that he knows that my schedule is very congested, and I want to believe so, since there are additional items on the season which we are currently undergoing, and that is the election period. But I would like to thank him for reminding me many times through SMS, through social media, through artificial intelligence, to ensure that I'm here this morning. Thank you for being a very easy person to work with. Where is Maurice? Yes, thank you it's very easy to work with you. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to bring you very warm greetings from His Excellency, General Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, the President of the Republic of Uganda, and Mama Janet Kataha Museveni, First Lady and the Minister of Education and Sports. And I want to thank the Minister of State for ICT for speaking so kindly about our President. It is my great pleasure and honor to be here today for the Africa Media Convention, East Africa Convention 2025, hosted here in Uganda. On behalf of government and on my own behalf, I extend a warm welcome to all esteemed guests and delegates who have traveled from various corners of the world to join us for this significant convention. Today, we convene under the theme, Digital Media in the Face of Artificial Intelligence, a timely and relevant topic in the fast evolving media landscape. As digital transformation accelerates, artificial intelligence continues to shape how we create, consume, and disseminate information. I am quite sure that this convention offers an invaluable platform to engage, discuss, debate, and share innovative ideas on leveraging artificial intelligence for the advancement of media and communication. For the case of Uganda, as you may wish to note, jobs and wealth are in the 4 sectors of commercial agriculture, manufacturing or industry, services, and ICT. ICT, as an independent sector, enables youth and indeed anyone who is ICT compliant to outsource for direct jobs, which translate to wealth, especially after being gainfully paid. ICT, as you may also wish to recognize, speaks to the other 3 sectors of commercial agriculture, manufacturing and industry, and services. In light of making adverts, searching for market, checking for global prices, security, infrastructure, checking out for the needed skills or human resource, electricity, cheap credit, weather forecast, tourism potential, as it suits the businessman and or the investor. ICT, or artificial intelligence for this matter, quickly and conveniently enables a potential investor or an investor to relate directly with all the triggers of development or all the needed components in his business in order to produce results. Therefore, the government of Uganda, under the visionary leadership of His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, strongly believes that media freedom is a potential force for the socio-economic transformation of our country, and indeed Africa. As Uganda moves towards achieving upper middle income status, access to information and innovative media sector is fundamental to fostering transparency, accountability, and informed decision making. Furthermore, the NRM government has placed science and technology at the forefront of economic transformation by creating a dedicated Ministry of Science, Technology, and Innovation. This strategic move, coupled with a significant improvement in the motivation of science professionals, reflects our commitment to leveraging innovation as a catalyst for the sustainable development. As media practitioners, your role in harnessing the digital tools while maintaining ethical standards is very paramount. We must ensure that artificial intelligence complements humanity. I commend the Uganda Communications Commission, Uganda Broadcasting Corporation, and other sponsors for making this convention possible. Your commitment to fostering media excellence and promoting innovation is indeed commendable. I encourage all of you to engage in fruitful discussions, exchange knowledge, and form lasting partnerships that will shape the future of media in East Africa and beyond. I would like to reiterate the fact that science, innovation, ICT, and artificial intelligence for that matter, must always be applied with consideration to humanity and ethics in the first place. A reason the government of Uganda is currently formulating a policy on artificial intelligence and consequently a law. Because we all know that what has advantages may also have disadvantages. And therefore, it is very important to always be proactive on checking out the counterproductive effects of the components of artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, with these few remarks, it is now my singular honor to officially declare the Africa Media Convention, East Africa Convention 2025, officially open. I welcome you once again to Uganda and thank you for your kind attention, and I request you to stay longer so that you can explore the flora and fauna of our country. The Honorable Minister knows my address. I want to encourage the Minister to look out for me in all my addresses so that we can discuss those internal issues of the budget to UBC. Otherwise, I thank you for welcoming me to this convention, and on behalf of government, we want to thank you as the Ministry of ICT for the good job that you are doing for the country. You know that His Excellency the President is our candidate in the 2026 election, so I would like to remind you to continue propelling the achievements of NRM in all your media houses and the achievements that have made the people of Uganda to continue supporting the President. Thank you very much once again for your kind attention.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency, for those kind words. At this juncture, allow me, we shall all rise for the anthems. Thereafter, we shall have a group photo. Thank you.
Afrika Mashariki, tuwezeshe kuishi kwa amani, tutimize na malengo yetu. Jumuiya yetu sote tuilinde, tuajibike, tuimarike, umoja wetu ni nguzo yetu, idumu jumuiya yetu.
Your Excellency will just allow for your team to move this. You can have your seat. I will request a couple of our, please have your seats, a couple of our stakeholders to join. And I'll probably consult Pius on the stakeholders, but the partners, our sponsors, can you come? We'll stand. Again, please observe security protocols based on where you will stand, right? So we'll invite our partners, and Pius, I'll allow for our partners to come. Sputnik, France 24, Babele, Lao, NAB, one representative, or if you're not many, if there is two, I can allow that. Please come. But if there are four, I'll only allow two, all right? Because we want to make sure you all fit in the picture. This is a very important picture. It goes on the front page
of the France 24 website, on the Deutsche Welle website. SAS, yes. You know yourselves, please come. We'll stand at the back, but just make sure that you know the protocol. Do not stand behind Her Excellency the Vice President. All right, and then we'll remove the steps. Let's have you go up, and then I'll request the TENCO team to help us with these stairs. They may not look very beautiful during this photo moment, so we will drag these up. All right, NAB is represented. I'm happy. Can we? Yes, on the other side. There you go. We can have some more on the other side, please. Yes. There you go. There. So, members of the... Okay. Solomon, closer, the other side, so we can give you some space. There you go. Cameraman, you allowed... There. Minen. Anyone else perhaps have left out? All right. So, photo moment, I want to let our chief guest move to other critical matters of government. While you're there, can I request our other partners, Marcella and Katunji, to come? These are very key stakeholders. Marcella and Katunji, please come. These drive government communication, and they're very important for this conversation. All right? Our VC, please join, because he's our keynote speaker. Just make sure you're not directly behind the VC. So, I mean the Vice President. Please go up. It's all right. Will you manage? He's a fit young man. Don't you worry. Don't you worry about him. Okay, this is it. I'll give you 30 seconds, guys, so you can take this picture. I need to let go. And as soon as she has an interview shortly with one of our partners, we've arranged for that, so the team is managing that, and thereafter she will depart. But we want to appreciate you. Can we warmly appreciate the Vice President, ladies and gentlemen? Thank you. Thank you. Partners, you can make your way as we allow for Her Excellency. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. We want to appreciate you. Thank you for joining us this morning. And we want to appreciate you for being part of this very first convention here in Kampala. The media team that is holding the interview, please make your way to the interview room. She will be joining you shortly. And we want to... So let's manage that very quickly, media team, as we... Pius, she's French-Ugandan. All right, now we allow for dual citizenship. All right. Thank you very much, Your Excellency. Once again, we want to appreciate you. Thank you for coming. Our Ethiopian sister, Minen. Yes, yes. All right, so thank you so much. And we'll allow for our chief guest to depart. And thereafter, I'll announce a couple of... can we warmly appreciate Her Excellency, the Vice President? Thank you so much. So two things are going to happen. Our keynote address will happen shortly, but it's been a cold room, so I'm allowing for you to pick your coffee. Now you can have some coffee and Ugandan tea and then return into the room. We will start this keynote in the next 10 minutes. So at exactly midday, Dr. Muganga will be making his keynote statement, very critical to our conversation for the next 2 days. So I welcome you to coffee, ladies and gentlemen.